Alright guys, so we're back with another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa Mode. Today we are hoping to get into a bit of blood magic, mainly to get a hold of some blank runes to first upgrade this altar a little bit, and then move on to getting some of the dark steel, I believe it's called, you need for this. Dark steel or black iron, which requires a blank rune each. The rest of the stuff is not super expensive. It's just this blank rune that's really going to cost us. So yeah, that's the plan. But first of all, one thing I want to try to do real quick, since we kind of have all the stuff we need for it, and I'm thinking we should, well, first quickly show you what we've done since last time. So I set up a automation that allows me to turn this on and off. Essentially this is doing gravel, that's doing dust, and that's doing sand, and we're building up a stockpile of each, and then that's allowing us to get all these different resources to fill our network. It's not super fast, but at least it's a system, so now we're getting every resource piece. The problem was before, because of how these were set up, all going to that big chest and then just one of these, it was like getting stuck with sand in it. And then since this has a buffer itself, the actual thing has a buffer, then it wouldn't progress on to the other resources. So it would just always be doing sand until you shut it off, let all the sand drain out, and start it over. So rather than having to do that, now I've set up 3 that are each running. It's going to increase our ability to produce resources substantially, hopefully. Also off camera, I 10 all of our ironwood and our electrotine seeds, and built, if you come over here I can show you a bunch of runes that are going to be used, all these imbued inscription tiles which are going to be used to make runes to upgrade this. I also reattuned myself, just as a quick note. I can actually spend some perk points right now. Reattune myself to Vicio because I like the things you get from it better. You get an increased reach distance, which is nice, and also you get XP for it rather than from building stuff, but by running around. So it gives you pretty substantial upgrade there. All right, now that we've gotten through that stuff, let's talk about what we want to do today. Today we want to try to make heart canisters. See how far we can go making heart canisters. So I think yellow heart is the second tier. Golden apples, those are the blocks of golden apples. That's not hard. Just blocks of gold, nothing big deal. This needs relic apples, so I think we made the relic apples for this last time. I have them somewhere. I could have sworn we made the relic. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we just looked at it. Could have sworn we made relic apples. Relic. Nope. No relic apples. Oh, just wanted to check one last time. So we need to make relic apples, the canister, which is the problem because we need anti-bone for it. And then this stuff is all from the mob farm. So yeah, the big thing we need to do right now is get these anti-bones, which we have a bucket of antimatter. So we can just... Where do we want to do this? What dimensions would be best? Probably the hunting dimension, I'd say. Shit, that's the baby skeleton. So let's just leave that there. Being fired at by all kinds of little skeletons. Bastards. There's gotta be a better way to do this than this. Maybe we do it like this. Okay, so we need to keep our health up. Run out, find a skeleton. It's gonna spawn an anti-skeleton. Oh shit, an anti-spider too. Maybe this is not the smartest way to do this. Well, that's going to be a little rough if we continue doing it this way. So we got 3 anti-bones from that. We only need a couple more, really. So we probably throw that stuff out. We don't need it. I think I'm gonna do this. I just want to show you guys kind of the process. We're probably just gonna do this off camera real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back, and we'll make these things and get on with the actual stuff we want to do this episode, rather than just sitting for hours doing that. So yeah. I'll be back in a little bit when I have all the anti-bones we need. So, be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So, got our hearts, as you can see by my health bar down below. Now, so I want to see how much blood this gives us. Okay, so if I take myself down to that, it's 4,278. That's 4 of these runes. Each. So, if I heal up, I've done that a couple too many times. Yeah, so what our goal now is to, since we finished that, also, sorry, side note, but off camera I did the growth crystals, the first tier of them for, yeah, I created the first tier of them so that I could speed up the growth of this stuff, essentially. It was just a way of massively increasing the speed of everything. Do I have my ritual over here? It's over here speeding up this thing, isn't it? Because we're filling up everything. Because this is still not producing fully efficiently. I don't think it will be fully efficient until we get this garden cloche, which we're getting close to. We obviously need the runes for it, but first thing I want to do when we get some runes going is upgrade the altar probably to tier 3, because at tier 3, let's see if I can remember what they're called, I can make these wooden paths, because I need, what's the Magish Apprentice? I don't know, I guess tier 2. Okay, so if we can get the altar to tier 2, I can throw a block of redstone in there with 5,000 and it should let me make those. Yeah, apprentice. Okay, cool. So that's the plan, because then we're going to be able to massively increase the efficiency of this by adding tranquility, which, if you remember when we first looked at this, we looked into and then realized that we couldn't do it at the time. So I'm going to make a bunch of runes off camera, but first let's see if there's any other blood magic stuff that we want to work on before we get into that. Because honestly, I do not remember this mod very well. Oh, that's mute. That's not a tab I ever want to click on ever again. Is the Omicron? No, that's just Omicron. Where is it at? New. That's it. I keep forgetting because it's the Astral Sorcery stuff. So there's a Hellfire Forge, Dagger of Sacrifice. This thing lets us kill other mobs for blood, but we don't really need to do that at any point. So we're probably just better off doing the self-sacrifice and just upgrading it a bunch. So this is kind of a side tab. What does this require? Condensed flame, that's not hard. I know this is for all the Tartaric gem stuff, which is going to let us do a lot of interesting stuff later. So, yeah, let's do a little bit of work on that if I have the stuff for it, and then I'll go off camera and do the rest of the runes. So, 5 crystals. I do not have enough of those, but I do have a bunch of simple. So I can just do this. Get some lava. Also, we should put our bucket of antimatter back before it becomes a problem. We need one more bucket of lava. This is the stuff that you guys don't normally see. I normally cut the Lord craft stuff out. But since it's just this one little simple craft, I'm just going to leave it in. So there's enough of those. And then what did we need to go with it? This stuff's all easy. Just a piece of stone. All our stone is over in our... We're making all those things to make blank slates. So all our stone is over there. There's our condensed flame. That's kind of cool. Some of those little side things in Lordcraft are kind of cool, interesting concepts. Although I do very much dislike it as a mod in and of itself. There's 9. Should be everything. There we go. There's the Hellfire Forge. Set this over here. We're gonna set all our Lordcraft stuff, and I know how to. I kind of know what this does. You get into a lot of the Tartaric gems and such with that. So we're going to now get all the runes together, try to upgrade this. I think we're going to go for tier 3. I'm going to do the math and figure out what's reasonable. And then, yeah, bring you guys back and we'll, yeah, get into some more interesting blood magic stuff. And maybe even, if we can, bump this up to a point where we can quickly produce these blank slates. We'll get into doing some of the stuff to get the black iron or whatever. All right, yep. Be back in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. So, got everything together we should need for these runes. We're just doing the blank ones for now because the more advanced, where are they at? Self-sacrifice, capacity. Yeah, they all required imbued slate, which is a tier 3 slate. So I don't feel like we're near enough to that to do that at this point. So there's our 8 blank runes. That's enough to upgrade us to tier 2. Tier 2 now. I don't remember if it has anywhere on it where it tells you it's tier 2. Oh, I think I remember what you need to do. You have to use this thing, I think. Didn't this thing, the thing that... Oh, no. Yeah, current tier 2. Okay. So the tier did up. Grade. That's not what we needed. And I got together all of this stuff because I forgot that in this pack... blocks of redstone are made with red alloy ingots, not with redstone, sadly. And how much is in here right now? Okay, so this sacrifice should be... There we go. It's going to use up a lot of LP, and that's going to give us our next tier thing. And then we can start working on... improving our serenity, I think is what it's called. Let me check the sanguine, whatever. The book. Yeah. Okay, so increase altar into the row of 3 wooden path blocks 2 blocks away from the incense altar. Okay, and then we'll just have to, oh, there it is. There we go, that's our apprentice blood orb. And now we can go make our path blocks. So essentially what these path blocks are going to allow us to do is, well, I should just show you, that's probably best. So these wooden path blocks, let's see, so we need right here. Here. And then it's in all cardinal directions. That's what the text says. And then over here. So essentially with this setup like this, should be able to, in these areas, oh, let me look the book one more time. So we can use all these different things: crops, logs, leaves, lava, netherrack, farmland, water, life essence, and other assorted things. So we'll make a grassy corner, like a water corner, lava corner, and then probably netherrack or life essence corner here. And this will allow us to increase the tranquility, which increases the the bonus from using the self sacrifice. So right now, see, if you look at the tranquility is 0, meaning that it's no better than like the base altar can do. So to up that, we need to put stuff in these areas. So I'm going to do that. First check my structure and do that in between episodes. And we're going to call it here since we did quite a bit today. And feel we've achieved something special. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to leave a comment of what you like, dislike, need me to do more of, need me to do less of, all those lovely things. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, check out my Twitter for update, link in the description of course, for updates on videos and live streams. Check out Twitch for live streams every Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 4 Eastern Standard Time, and join the Discord to chill and chat with me, and yeah, maybe give me some advice if you have it. Other than that, I'm done for today, and yeah, have a great rest of your week. Goodbye.